Stand back! This thing's gonna go miles!
Oh, never mind, Bobby.
Welcome to Scrapheap Challenge, the show which asks two teams to build extraordinary machines out of this scrap.
This week's challenge is to build a monster-sized mobile machine capable of tossing a caber.
Our teams must make a machine that can move forward to a firing line and then launch a 300-pound caber. For the throw to count, it must land first on its head and then fall straight. The aim is to get the caber to land as straight as possible from where it was fired. So this challenge has nothing to do with distance. It's all about accuracy.
But building a bonny machine capable of hurling more than a wee tatty is going to take more than a canny edget. It's going to take a gallus goch.
Indeed. So let's welcome back those motor racing fanatics, the Skids. Dave, Simon and Captain Tony, who left no diminishing marks the first time they were on the show, successfully drenching the Rally Renegades in drag boats.
And it's a welcome return to Blackpool's finest roller coaster engineers. Steve, Brian and Captain Dodgy, who together make up the Big Dippers.
Off they go!
Who hit the bullseye against the stage crew in the round one tussle, Sharpshooters.
OK, teams, your challenge has been set, and you have just 10 hours to build your caber-tossing machines.
Oh, yes. Go on the sound of the bagpipes. Wait for it, wait for it. Come on, Robert. Go! The rubbish bagpipes. It's the bagpipes, not you,
They're no
love.
good, they're no good.
They're rubbish.
So we're going to have something that will propel forward, then send the caber.
Because the idea is obviously it's got to go straight without going left or right.
Well, if we use a vehicle, we could put an electrical cut-off on it.
I think we just need a really big bloke to do it how they normally do it.
Sounds good to me.
To help the Skids get their heads around this caber-tossing conundrum, we've enlisted ancient weapons supremo Tinker. Tinker builds huge historical siege machines for films and knows all there is to know about launching lumber.
Right, you got some ideas then?
Having never tossed a caber before.
We've just got to sort of replicate what they do, haven't we?
They do, yeah.
Well, that's it, and that's the way I thought about it. We're going to replicate a movement of an arm, so the first thing we're going to need is an arm, isn't it? If we've got the caber, we're going to need an arm and a cup to hold it.
Yeah.
The question is, how do we provide the power? Yeah. We could put a box section in there with a rope skein twisted in.
Yeah.
So the more tension you put on the skein, the more power you've got on the arm.
The Skids are going to build a catapult by twisting rope to form a skein. It's an ancient Greek principle whereby twisting the rope as many times as possible, they'll store up loads of energy and then release it, catapulting their caber skywards. But it'll take a strong and heavy machine to hold all that energy. And any weak points on their frame could spell disaster.
For the Big Dippers, we brought in engineering ace Roger Balls. Roger's been designing and constructing large-scale agricultural machinery for over 30 years. So if you want to know about weights and measures, he's your man.
If we get a truck, we have a ramp at about 70-odd degrees and a little carriage there. The caber sits in the ramp, basically, and for pulling it, don't forget the vehicle is going backwards at this time. We just have a cable up there, round a pulley, down under the vehicle, and along to a fixture somewhere there. So as the vehicle moves back, it's pulling the caber up the ramp. Don't forget the caber, not only is it going upwards, it's going outwards as well. So we should actually stand a very good chance of it going over and flipping.
The Dippers have come up with a design for a caber cannon based around an old van. They'll attach a cable to a fixed point on the ground and run this to a slider in which the cable will sit, leaning on a ramp. Then by reversing the van, they'll force the slider up a ramp, firing the caber into the air. But if they launch too fast, the cable will not turn, leaving the Dippers with nothing more than a mobile log launcher.
Keep it simple.
So we need some wheels,
A truck,
angle iron,
some wire.
and we want some rollers for the top.
So good luck, lads.
So let's get tossing.
Okay. The teams are going to need some monstrously heavy metal to toss our colossal cabers. Clearly, tossing cabers is not something that comes naturally to everyone. Here's hoping our teams have more luck. As they get on their quads, put thumbs to the throttle, and begin the scavenge.
16 Dodge, do you copy?
Go ahead, Steve.
I don't want to worry you, Dodge, but there's less stuff out here than there was last time.
The Big Dippers are building a huge mechanical cannon using a van and ramp to drive their caber skywards.
Have you found any vehicle or anything yet?
No, Brian's just having a look at a flatbed. What do you reckon, Brian?
We can get to it.
Let us know what's going on.
Hello, Tom. Yeah? We're just getting some fairly hefty lumps of metal to you, Tom.
The Skids have plumped for a catapult, using tightly twisted rope and springs to give their caber a flick.
And it's Dave and Simon, the super-fast pitmen from the Skids, who are first to launch into action, grabbing all the iron girders they can find.
The Dippers are quick on their tail and have found a flatbed van, ideal for the base of their cannon. But being buried under tons of scrap isn't its only problem.
Right, there's no battery on it, Steve.
Do what, Brian?
No battery.
No battery?
Can we get strap on, Bank, so you can drag it out a bit?
Yeah.
Steve and Brian have only got one option. Rev up the quad and give it the big one. While Dodgy and Roger can only wait and wonder what spoils will be coming their way.
There's not really much we can do until
No.
until we get some stuff.
No.
Hello.
Hi, Lise, Robert. Yeah, did you know it was in the late 18th century that the Highland Societies began to reform? It was actually in 1781 that the first gathering was held at Falkirk. Well, that was so popular that it led to the gathering of the clans, which then went on to be the Highland Games that we know today. It's amazing, isn't it? 1781. Lise? Lise, hello? Hello? Hello, Lise?
So with the scavengers out on the heap, it's time to show the captains exactly what they're dealing with.
These cabers weigh a whopping 300 pounds and are a lengthy 5 metres long. That means our two teams will have to toss the equivalent of me with Robert standing on my head.
Well, guys, that's going to be nice and easy to toss.
Yeah, it looks a bit bigger than I thought, but I can see that launching skywards, no problem.
Yeah, I've got that, yeah.
Well done, Robert.
There we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for studying that.
You want us to fire this?
Yeah. Yeah.
People like Jeff Capes and people lift these, do they?
Yeah, you got a couple, 3 at a time.
The size of these cabers is no laughing matter, as our teams must move forward holding the caber on its end, a position which is extremely unstable, making it very difficult to stop the caber from falling over before it's tossed.
So we still want about at least, I'd go for at least a cable length of ramp.
So that's 16 foot as it is.
Yeah.
So our teams need to think long and hard about keeping the caber in position, or they could end up with a flop rather than a flip.
Rocket, Steve!
Back on the heap, roller coaster engineers Steve and Brian are having a nightmare trying to extract the van.
Make sure your handbrake's not on right.
But the Skids are already heading back to base.
Wow, that's the stuff.
Lovely job.
16 Steve. Copy.
Is Captain Dodgy beginning to feel the pressure?
Their team keeps going in and out with bits. They must be getting a lot of bits in their unit, Steve. And we haven't got anything yet, Steve.
He's worried, isn't he? He's very worried.
There's no such worries in the skids build area, where work is well underway.
This is our base, you see. Right. 1, 2, 3.
Still getting nowhere, Steve and Brian decide to lighten the load a little.
1, 2, 3, go. There you go, big boy. You got it?
Yeah.
God, they seem to be getting stuck into the scavenging.
Yeah, they're very busy, aren't they? Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on. Those cabers are essentially very heavy.
They're huge.
They are huge.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I don't think they need ballast to stop the whole thing to go as soon as they put it on.
Yeah. They might actually
tipping.
fire the entire vehicle as well as the caber, which might be the easy way of doing it.
Just fire the whole thing.
But I can't find the skid scavengers anywhere. I mean, I've been all over the place. I don't know where they are.
They're incredibly pleased with how the chassis is taking shape, so Tinker lives up to his name and starts tinkering with the idea of motorising their caber catapult.
While you're out there, if anything sort of you see that Sphinx might be able to use as a propulsion,
Yeah.
you know, whether you come across something we can use as a drive hub or even a little engine or anything.
Yeah.
Just use your imagination.
Yeah.
Back on the heat with the dippers, who have finally got the van out and are now rushing around filling the back of it. Once full, Steve and Brian head back to an eagerly awaiting captain. Much to the surprise of Dodgy.
Something's coming. Is it going reverse?
Back at camp, Brian gives expert Roger the lowdown.
Not happy with this.
Hey?
Not happy with this.
Right. Right, so
I'm
you're going to
not-
have to jam the gear
Yeah, I'm
lever.
not right happy with it. It keeps jumping out reverse.
Even though the reverse gear is shot, the radiator is leaking and it's not the easiest of vans to drive. The dippers are just pleased it's back and start unloading the eagerly awaited haul.
So as the dippers struggle on, the super scavenging skids are making it look easy. Now they've found an old beetle axle to mount their catapult.
Yeah, Tone, we've got a Beetle here. We've got all 4 hubs and some bits that we can weld onto the chassis. Do you see what I mean?
Sounds good to me. Bring them down. We can get started on that. That'd be brilliant, mate. Cheers.
Okay, sight.
They're bringing a Beetle axles
That'll
down.
give us 2 axles and the hubs and
then
everything.
we can then make it mobile.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
At this rate, we're going to have plenty of time for playing around and looking at how it propels.
Yeah, you think that?
So with the skids tearing along and the dippers playing catch-up, what does our judge think about both teams' progress? Our judge is a props builder for the film and TV industry. Over the years, he's built everything from giant trebuchets to incredible catapults. Welcome to Chris Reynolds.
We've thrown quite a few things on Scrapheap in the past, you know, melons and cabbages, but we've never thrown a huge tree trunk, and it is a very different thing to throw.
It is a tree trunk, really. I mean, it's heavy and it's wobbly and bendy.
And very long, and will tip over very easily if it
Well, hopefully it'll tip over. Now, we've got 2 teams here. I mean, one that is definitely heading in the realms of trying to flip the caber over a fulcrum point, which at the moment it's got adjustable, which is a really good thing, and the other one which is fixed on a ramp affair and seems to want to be pushing the caber up the ramp.
Right.
I think they're still heading in the direction of thinking that it's to do really with the actual
big launch,
with
really,
the
isn't it?
launch
Yeah.
rather than a flip, which is what where they should be looking.
So, in a
towards.
sense, what you're saying, in a sense, is there's in your mind a fundamental error in their design concept.
Well, I
It's
think
not
there
so
is
much
at the
whether they
moment. Yeah,
carry
we've
it
got
out,
2
but-
different camps at the moment, completely different camps, which is going to make it really interesting, actually. I mean, particularly as one that's got involving an engine, a car engine or a van engine, and all the complexity involved in controlling that. I mean, we're going to be heading this car off across the field without anything to stop it if we're not careful. And then the other one, which is the low-tech system, which is back to the medieval principles of coiling up rope and everything.
And twisting it around,
Yes, and
no, it is. I guess it is a low-tech and a high-tech response.
it is. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
We've got 2 different ways of looking at it. It's going to be very interesting.
12 inches, the Roman foot.
As a car racing team, the skids are in their element, constructing a strong, reliable chassis for their caber catapult.
Look at that. It's as if it was meant to be. looks strong enough, doesn't it?
Almost as if we planned it that way.
It's as if we thought about it.
Meanwhile, Pitman, Dave and Simon are still looking for a few remaining essential items.
There's a lot of this blue rope about, Si.
Yeah, just get as much as you can. We can join it.
Yeah.
Rope is a vital part of their caber catapult, so they take some back for Tinker to cast his expert eye over.
Like this or more like this?
A smaller diameter, because we're looking for lots of returns on it on the skein. This is better than that because it's wound harder.
Yeah.
Rope's basically lots of pieces of string joined together, and it twists in two directions as it's done. So the individual skeins are twisted, and then they're twisted
around,
together.
Yeah.
And we're looking for that twisting action in the rope.
Twist,
If you twist that, you can feel how the tension builds up in it, and that's the kick that we're going to use for pulling it.
Their caber catapult will work using a skein or twisted rope, lashed between a strong chassis and then a launch arm inserted within the skein. When the rope is twisted, it stretches and becomes taut. The tighter the stretch, the more energy the rope contains. On release, the energy of the rope is transferred to the launch arm. But if the skein is twisted the wrong way, the skids will have a catapult catastrophe.
So they know what rope they need, but can they find it?
Dave, you having any joy?
No, Si, none at all. It's just trying to find this rope, really, Si. What have you found anything, Si, or not?
No, nothing at the moment.
No.
As the dippers have taken so long getting the van back to their build area, they now have to go at it hammer and gas axe to catch up on lost time.
Yeah, there's no left on blade, is there?
No, I've got more teeth than that.
And you've only got two. We do like our soft tops, don't we, us lads?
Aye, bit of air conditioning.
Nice and easy. Brian, whoa, whoa,
Try that now.
What?
Reverse.
Yeah,
sorry, see if it... It'll stay in reverse, that, you know.
Wait a minute. We've got a bent prop shaft as well here.
Oh, that's fucking Lisa problems. Bent prop shaft.
Still hunting out on the heap, Dave and Simon have really lost their earlier scavenging sparkle.
All right, Si.
Well, there's not a lot to be found, Dave.
It's
can't find rope. Can't find a winch.
Scaffold clamp?
No scaffold clamp.
It's a little bit...
bit demoralising, really.
Yeah.
Keep crawling over the same old thing, looking.
Well, there's got to be some stuff here somewhere. So I suppose we'll have to just keep on.
Keep hunting.
Keep hunting, Si. They're getting on inside anyway.
It's taking shape.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Yep.
Let's keep moving on.
Looking.
Let's go at the top, shall we?
And while those two are doing the legwork, Tinker and Tony have nearly finished building their super strong chassis.
Lise, I've just the most amazing stuff about capers. Now, you know they're about 6 metres long and they average about 65 kilos. That's the sort of standard ones. But there has been one thrown by a human being and it weighed 127 kilos. Yes, lift that caber. Whoa! Having wasted no time at all in stripping down their van, Brian now lays out his plans for the ramp launching system.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to get that box there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that as a backbone.
Yeah, that's going up.
And then I'm going to come out with some tube like that.
Yeah.
Out on 3, maybe 4. Come out like that and then go up. And then weld onto them tubes so we've got like a big one track.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brian, the Dipper's ace welder, is basing the ramp on the roller coaster he maintains at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. A long piece of box section will act as a backbone, and 3 sets of horns and scaffold tube make up the ramp. A slider will then sit in between the scaffold tubes, giving the Dippers a caber cannon. but it'll cause a lot of friction.
Teams, you have 5 hours remaining. 5 hours remaining, teams. Thank you.
Is that enough?
I think so.
Thanks, Rog.
And with half of the build time gone, the skids finally find that all-important rope.
Come on! And the dippers are motoring along too, cutting the supports for the ramp.
It's like rolling rock, John.
Right, rolling rock.
And welding them together.
So we finished scavenging then, you know, we've got more
for
or
the
less
time being,
everything.
we can go out when...
Start motor.
No, I'm just saying, so... shall we
For the
sort
moment,
of-
yeah.
See, I don't know
With the
if it's-
scavenging complete, the skids get their chassis and their caber tossing machine onto stands, allowing them to easily position the old Beetle axles.
Great. Whoa. And up. Okay. Oh. Wow, she's like stiff as one of our chassis, Dave. Man, let's go. Okay, where are we going to start? We'll have the steering wheel here. Here we go.
So racing car nutters, the skids, are over the moon with their super strong chassis. But for the Big Dippers, it's been a slow scavenge, and they'll have to go some to get their colossal caber cannon cobbled together in time.
Will the skids win the toss, or will the Big Dippers fling themselves into the next round?
Our two teams are building two colossal caber tossing machines.
There you go, big boy.
The Dippers are building a cannon using an old van, which proved a nightmare to shift. Their opponents, the skids, are tearing along.
Come on!
And are deep into building their catapult design, using just the power of twisted rope.
We'll have the steering wheel here. Here we go.
But having got a pair of axles for their caber catapult, they'll be going nowhere if they can't find some wheels. They go and see the Dippers, but Dodgy isn't having any of it.
Whoa, what's going on here?
He sends them away, tails firmly between legs.
We haven't got any wheels here. We've no wheels at all in this unit.
Thanks,
Sorry,
boys.
lads.
I'll get the bike, right?
See you, the skids.
See you, boys.
You'll need it.
Having been seen off, Dave and Simon take their hunt for wheels onto the heap and find a very rare white panda. It doesn't take long for Pitman, Dave and Simon to tame the rare beast, extract its wheels and head back to base.
Taking your time with that, Steve. Sorry.
Steve, the Big Dipper's electronics guru, is bodging the clutch release using the only thing which actually works on the van.
It's only to weld.
The window wiper motor. The clutch release works by attaching a rod where the window wiper would normally go. When the motor is fitted near the clutch, the rod pushes the clutch pedal down. Once turned on, the motor driving the window wiper will have enough power to move the rod away, releasing the clutch, allowing the van to move. But this may prove a problem, as the van could stall if the revs on the engine are not high enough. With both teams making significant progress with their respective builds, how does our man in the know, Judge Chris Reynolds, think the teams are getting on?
Now, Chris, the skids have done rather well, haven't they? They've
They've
built a really impressive...
They shot off
big
to a
piece of
flying
thing,
start. They've talked about doing adjustables upright on the top, talked about having adjustment on the bottom. The adjustment on the bottom has actually been lost. So what it means is it means that the angle of the caber to the vertical has now got a lot greater, which I fear now they're not going to get that turning moment that they need.
And so do you not think that the Big Dippers have that same problem? You reckon the angle that they've set theirs
They've
at
set
the
their
beginning?
angle at a good angle. If they can run theirs slowly, they'll probably find that they'll get that turning moment. I mean, what's actually happening, we've got a little prepared model here.
Oh, this is marvellous.
What's actually happening is that as theirs is on a set incline, and as it goes up, as it fires up, it's going to rely on the weight at the end of it to turn it over.
Right.
Now, if they fire that too fast, all they're going to end up doing is just shooting it up in the air, and it's going to come down on itself.
Yeah.
What's happening with the skids is, as I keep saying, is that they've got it too vertical, I think. So if you have something that's too vertical and you try to fire it, it stands no chance of revolving on itself. If you lay it over at the right angle and you flip it at the end, you have a better chance of the whole thing flipping over on itself.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
So the skids, unaware of the judge's concerns, begin to fit their launch arm regardless.
Look at that. What more do we need?
Genius, pure genius.
And like everything the skids have built, it fits like a glove.
But what do you reckon to that, Tinker? That looks about right, doesn't it?
Nearly there, yeah.
That's looking good.
Yeah, we're nearly ready to start roping.
Yeah.
Teams, you have 4 hours remaining. 4 hours remaining, teams.
Mounting one here.
Yeah.
One at middle, one at end, so we could just do with them marking out where they're going to go.
Yeah.
The Dippers are now making fantastic progress, with welding wonder Brian fabricating for Blackpool. But as the Dippers have been finding with this challenge, it's never straightforward.
It's dipping down now.
Down?
Yeah, wants to come up.
Like that.
A bit more.
And Brian gives us a classic display of the saying, when in doubt, give it a clout.
Well, that's better.
As the teams carry on beaverishly bodging, I leave the heap to learn a little bit more about caber tossing from a man who is a tossing legend, Mr. Jeff Capes.
And how did you get into it? Because judging by your accent, you're not immensely Scottish.
No, but ancestrally I am,
right.
actually, but that doesn't mean the reason. It's basically because after the Olympic Games and competing all around the world, just putting the shot, I just wanted another challenge.
Well, should we go and have a go?
We'll have a crack.
Let's go and have a go.
Thank you.
All right. That is, it doesn't look, I mean, it's big, but it doesn't look that big, is it?
No.
Let me have a go. Is it quite... That's heavy.
No, normally they're double the length, but this is new. This is brand new cut.
Right.
So just to show me how it's done, Jeff tosses a 90-pound caber.
And when I'm ready, I literally start running. When I'm ready, I push it with my shoulder and then give it a toss over. And it's 12 o'clock toss.
It's fantastic.
Which is a perfect throw.
That was a perfect throw. But it looked like it was a little bit of stick when you chucked it.
Right, this is for the caber.
In the Dippers build area, progress is still being made, although not with Steve's clutch release mechanism.
Is this what you've been doing all day, Steve?
Yeah.
Fitting a window winder motor?
Yeah.
How long will it be?
Clearly not impressed with Steve's work rate, Dodgy turns his attention to the bigger picture.
Steve!
Yeah?
Come here.
Just hold on. 2 seconds, just hold on.
Can you just go that way?
You've got most of the weight.
I've got it. You're right, I've got it here now.
Right, Steve, go on forward. That way a bit.
Are you ready? Yeah, no, he hasn't welded that in yet.
Are you ready?
That's it. It's heavy, that.
Right, well,
What are you doing?
we're going to carry on now.
Right, do you want to start stringing her up then?
Yeah.
As the Dippers struggle with their caber cannon, the skids untangle the piece of equipment they hope will catapult them to victory. They begin to thread the skein.
Load the string. Does it have to go on a certain sort of way, or I don't suppose it matters, does it?
But is the rope really strong enough?
Are you going to be able to have a little test? Obviously, it's slightly dangerous testing it in here, but you're going to test the power within the rope?
Well, hopefully, once we tension it up, yeah, we should be able to see if we're going to have some motion with it, but I'm pretty sure we will.
Well, I'm really impressed. I just can't wait to see, the real proof of the pudding is in whether you can get enough power in this rope, isn't it?
That's it.
And if we
really
can't, then a spring will be fitted on there, down onto the arm as well, so we've got insurance.
And have you managed to scavenge your spring?
No, Dave's out there now.
On his own?
He's on his own. We've sent him out there. Hopefully he might come back with something.
Well, look, I think you've done a brilliant job. I can't wait to see that, the caber being tossed. Sorry, the caber being tossed tomorrow. Well done, Skids.
Now we're going to want the turns on this side.
But the laughter doesn't last for long. As they start twisting the rope, expert Tinker spots something.
And we wound that the right way. That's driving down, isn't it?
What the skids must do is twist the rope in a clockwise direction, causing the tension in the rope to drive the launch arm up. What they've done is wind it anti-clockwise, causing the arm to fire into the ground. A catastrophic catapult error.
What's it say on those overalls? What's it say on them overalls there?
I'm getting late, mate. It's getting late.
So as the skids begin to stall, the Dipper's caber cannon starts to reveal itself. And what a fairground attraction it is!
Made to measure.
If it breaks off, it's your fault.
It looks an impressive roller coaster track, but will it actually be capable of tossing a 300-pound caber?
Yeah, nice, Brian. Yeah, good weld, mate, good weld. Lovely job. Big, huge. It is enormous, isn't it?
Yeah. We've got a problem with our radiator at the front, but Steve's on that job.
Right.
He's been on it all day, Robert.
There's a bit of water coming out the front now. But I mean, is the idea that you actually get it going at a speed and then it will just go...
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to have some slack in the cable, so the truck will get going and start motoring towards the target.
Yeah.
Then it will pick up the slack and start accelerating the caber.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing, guys. It really is. I'm really looking forward to seeing this go because it's insane in a kind of sane way. That's fantastic. The Big Dippers have created the first fully matured mobile tree planter. Boom. Lovely.
Welcome to the Scrap Lab. One of our teams is aiming to toss their caber by storing energy. And you can toss your very own caber by storing energy. You'll need a sink plunger, a spring, and to achieve the authentic Highland look, tartan. Put these together and you get your very own caber tosser. By pushing the caber tosser down, you're squeezing the trapped air out, causing suction. It's the suction which holds the spring down, and you now have achieved stored energy. But as the air escapes, the plunger loses suction, causing this to happen. The stored energy is released, enough to toss your caber. This principle is exactly what the skids are doing with their caber catapult.
You can cut the tension with a knife.
Cut the tension with a knife.
After the mishap with winding the skein the wrong way, the skids are now struggling to put tension into their rope, now twisting it in the right direction.
Mind it in case it goes. Don't get your hands in this. Yeah, okay.
That's it.
It's just like the Romans did it.
You go down a bit, guys? Yeah.
Well, not exactly. As they clumsily twist and bang in desperation, trying to get some tension into the rope. The piece of metal they are having difficulty turning is enabling a gap for the launch arm.
Insert the arm. Going a bit more.
With the amount of energy now stored in the skein, the skids have to be very careful. It could untwist at any moment.
Steady, boys.
As they increase the tension on the left-hand side of the rope, it becomes clear the right-hand side is not as tight. To get maximum power, both sides of the rope must be as tight as possible. With just over an hour to go, it's a potential disaster for the skids.
Teams, I don't want to panic you, but you have 1 hour left. 1 hour remaining, that's all.
Although the Dippers had a very late start, they've kept their heads down and worked hard, and now, amazingly, are close to finishing their caber cannon.
Coming off a bit quicker.
To solve their catapult calamity, the skids have realised they need a second winder on the right-hand side of their machine. So with time very tight, they frantically set to work rebuilding the slack skein.
So it's going that away, so I know.
Right, off you go.
There's out.
There's a bit of a lump there.
The Dippers, though, have no such problems and are finishing off those last little nagging jobs.
How's your radiator, Steve? We've got a new Jubilee clip now. Go on. Cheers, bud. Need some more water. Some more water!
What do you reckon?
I reckon that's bob on.
Well, Chris, it's the last sort of few frantic minutes, particularly in both
gonna
camps, I think. Yeah, they're still rattling away there. The Big Dipper's machine is now very big.
It is.
It actually looks like the end of a Big Dipper machine, actually.
I was just about to say that. It looks as if we sort of extend it a bit longer and we can go for a ride around the scrapyard on it. It's beautifully built as well.
It is, isn't it?
Now, the other one, the skids,
yeah,
they're struggling at the moment with their ropes.
To rebuild their rope mechanism is a mammoth task, and the skids only have another 10 minutes remaining.
The other one is done. Here you go, team.
With the second winder complete, the skids begin threading the skein once more.
Hopefully we'll get some tension on it now, though.
And with only minutes left, the skids slip up again. And you'll never guess how.
You've got to go that way, we know that.
You've got to go that way, haven't you?
And I've got to go that way, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Pressure breeds stupidity, and it seems the skids have buckets of both as they twist the skein round the wrong way. Again.
Surely that's not right.
No, you're going
one's
the wrong
trying
way.
to push it down, and one's trying to push it
You've
up.
got
They
to
both
go
got
the
to go the same way,
Both
haven't
got to go the same way.
The skids are creating more tension in their build area than in the rope as they start winding it up, with only seconds remaining.
That's...
Oh. So that one.
It looks all right. It feels like it's gonna go.
As for the dippers, it's a job well done.
That is hard work pulling that.
Now just leg it out and come out. That's it, Roger. He's up.
Okay, teams, your time is up!
Yes, teams, tomorrow's the day that one of you will literally launch yourselves into the Scrapheap semi-final. Well done, teams. Great build.
Well done, team. Well done, team, mate.
Hold on, Rog.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Dave, Simon, what scavengers, eh?
So in just 10 hours of twists and turns, the skids have created a fully armed caber catapult. The dippers had a roller coaster ride, but came good in the end with our high-powered caber cannon. So whose machine will toss and whose will be dross?
Before our teams get to launch their colossal cabers, they have just 1 hour to do last-minute tinkering. And it's the skids already in the pits with a vital wheel change.
It's this early in the morning and the wheels have already come off the machine.
The dippers, though, have nothing else to do apart from pimping their roller coaster ride. Although their machines are now looking spangly, it's not going to help them to launch lumber and toss these 300-pound, 5-metre cabers. First up are the roller coaster repairmen and their fairground ride, the caber cannon.
As the dippers get their caber cannon ready, all our teams have to do is set their machine going and let it rip. But they must fully turn their caber for it to count as a valid toss, and the closer the upturned end lands to the 12 o'clock position, the better.
Okay, Big Dippers, on the sound of the horn, lob your log.
Go on, Steve.
Just had his dinner, eh?
Yeah.
Corey's like a rat out of a trap.
Side up now.
Yeah, just go for it, Steve.
Good luck, Steve.
The cannon is fully loaded, the engine firing on all cylinders.
Steve, go.
Let's see cabers fly.
Fire it.
I do look at... Whoa.
Wrong gear.
I think you're in the wrong gear.
I think we're in wrong gear there somehow.
Right, we're in wrong gear.
I thought of the hundreds of things that could have gone wrong. That wasn't one of them.
OK, so whose fault was that?
We've got to blame Brian on that one.
Blame me.
But he was under pressure.
I think page 1 of the Scrapheap book says find the right gear.
You've done your riding again.
Not my radiator again. Not again. Not again.
So the cunning clutch release, which took Steve all day to put in, works. But it was Brian who sent the dippers crashing, straight into their ground anchor.
One more time, idiot.
Next up are the skids, who are giving that ominous caber catapult just one more straining wrench. Let's hope they've got the direction and power.
Okay, skids, it's time to leave your mark. Go on the sound of the horn.
What the caber catapult lacks in speed, it makes up in strength, with the rope acting as a huge contorted muscle just waiting to snap. Will it be enough?
Oh!
Just not enough grunt.
Not enough tension.
It seems the skids have got all their tension in the run-up and not in the rope. Can they get the power they need?
Well, we just need more power. That's all there is to it.
That was pretty disappointing, I thought.
I mean, I love the way that the hook, the trigger mechanism worked. That was beautiful. But from that point on, it was a bit downhill.
It really was. But to be fair to the skids, they don't seem terribly disappointed. They just think, well, the actual trigger mechanism worked, which is important. They just need to wind up that rope. They've got about 50% more power in that. So they're going to do that. And hopefully the next time it will actually toss the caber.
So with the skids struggling to find a higher gear, all the dippers have to do is find the right one.
Well, this is it, Chris. This is make or break for the big dippers.
It's going to be a real
now.
shame if they don't do it this time, because it is really nicely built, this. They put a lot of effort into it.
Big dippers, ensure you have engaged the correct gear and go on the sound of the horn.
Coil spring.
Coil spring.
Oh! Oh no!
Go on.
Oh! It never really seemed to get going.
No. Well,
the accelerator peg came out.
Oh.
No, that isn't really fair, is it?
The dippers are very down, having not even tossed a caber after 2 attempts. It's now up to the very tense skids to pile on the pressure.
OK, skids, will it fling or will it ping? Let's find out on the sound of the horn.
Let's fling! Let's fling!
Go on.
Oh, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Come on.
Tension.
Ah!
They're all pulling the cable.
Oh!
Lower roller. Lower roller.
It's amazing how sad a machine can become. You know, it just really isn't up to the job.
It had all that, the makings of being a fantastic piece of equipment to start off with, but it's not really lived up to its hopes, is it really?
Going into the final round, we have yet to see a single caber being tossed, flipped, or even tickled. The dippers have smashed up the front of their reverse-driven caber cannon, and the skids have wound themselves up so tight something has got to go. Let's hope it's the caber.
OK, big dippers, this is your final fling. Go on the sound of the horn.
The donkey's looking nervous. So steep.
Turn it off, Steve.
Oh. Go on.
Go on, Steve.
Oh, yeah! Oh, no, it didn't flip. It went, but it didn't flip. Lisa to Robert, do you read me?
Read you loud and clear, Lise.
Well, it was better than last time, but it still didn't quite manage to flip over.
No, it didn't quite manage. From where we were sitting, we could see that the tail end of the caber actually knocked on one of the pulleys, and that almost pitched it enough, but it wasn't quite enough.
The donkey looks like he's had enough, though.
I hadn't seen the donkey.
A great attempt by the dippers, and the best toss we've seen. But will it be enough? The only thing in their way, a highly stressed catapult belonging to the skids. Can they steal it?
They've tightened everything up, haven't they?
But they've put more tension again into the rope, more tension into the rope, and crucially they've lowered the top bar, which is what I've been saying about for a while now. Whether that's enough to get it to rotate is still a question.
It's quite tense, isn't it?
Yeah.
The tension wasn't the rope, it's in you now, isn't it? Yeah. And it's quite scary being near that machine.
It is.
Right, let's get the show on the road. Good luck, I really hope it works.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Skids, will your stick go quick? Let's hope for more of a flip than a flop. Go on the sound of the horn.
Go on. This time. Tony never loses enthusiasm, does he? Never.
This is it for the skids. They need to flick their stick for victory. Have they been able to find even more power?
Here we go, here we go.
Oh!
Well, he got it over.
It went over, yeah.
It went over.
Well done.
Well done, Zeke.
Well done. Well done, Skids. Commiseration.
Well done.
So near, but yet so far for the Skids. And because neither team actually turned their cabers, it has to go to the team who were the closest to do so.
Well, teams, despite the fact that neither machine really did what they were supposed to do, they were incredibly entertaining, really quite stressful and very funny. So well done. They were great builds, both teams. And this week's runners-up have been a brilliant team. They've been funny, they've been optimistic, they've always had a smile on their face. So we're very sad to lose you. Let's hear it for the Skids!
Hey! But this week's winners, with their magnificent three-throwing caber machine, which didn't quite do the twisty, flippy thing, but very, very close. The fantastic Big Dippers! Hey! Oh, lovely. Going everywhere. And if you found that an uplifting experience, well, join us again next week when the teams will be jumping for joy.
Yes, that's right. We'll be joined by the Beasts of Bodmin and the Nuzzling Badgers as they hop, skip and jump their way through our semi-final challenge.